Happy Tuesday, my little blueberry muffins. Did I use that one already? I can't remember. Um, I am sitting here on this glorious Sunday afternoon thinking about you and thinking about what I want to be able to make sure I have addressed this week so that you become better writers about readers. And it occurred to me that you have been reading a lot of fiction, but really haven't read any nonfiction with me yet. So I want to bring this to the forefront of your minds. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen because there's a couple of things that we need to keep in mind when we are reading and writing about reading. Okay. So one thing that I want you to remember, first of all, above all else, is that when you read, you want to read with a pencil. You want to read your questions first. You want to read all of the text. You want to use those transition words and phrases when you're adding details to your answer, when you actually answer the question about the reading, and then you want to quote the passage. And above all else, you're going to be using rad because it's like totally rad. You guys don't know what that means, but it means that you're restating the question, answering the question, using a detail and using a detail. And it's really awesome when you do that. It makes your answer so much more clear. But I started reading the passage that I came up with for you to read today, and I realized there's something in here that you might not know anything about. So you're still going to read all the directions. Look at read the article. That means it's not fiction. If it says read the article, if it's a story, then they're going to have characters and plot and so forth. But if it's saying read the article, it means you're going to read something that's nonfiction. You're going to be reading information. So that, but otherwise, here's the title, here's the author. Uh-oh, why is there a word there that's in all dark text? And what is this little, like, there's this, and then there's this little section title here, and then there's another little section title here. Wait, there's a picture with some words underneath it. There's all these things. What is this? A little box with some other cool stuff in there? Cool chameleon. Wait a second. I got to reverse. I'm going to go to my question that I'm going to answer today. And by the way, there are some multiple choice questions in there that you're going to, for now, skip. I would love for you to do those things to continue the practice that you're doing with Miss Jerson. But for our purposes, because it's a short answer, you're only going to answer this question today. But I want you to make sure that you read it before you actually read the article. So I'm going to do that with you. Name one animal in the article that uses color to help it survive in the wild. One animal in the article that uses color to help it survive in the wild is... Does that sound familiar? Then explain what text feature in this article helped you find this. What? Tell what text feature in the passage helped you find. Hold on. I don't know what that means. Text feature? I do know what it means, but you might not. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back to this whole passage here, this whole article. And I'm realizing that there are things in the nonfiction reading that I'm doing that are not in fiction pieces. This whole picture with the words underneath it, I haven't seen that in any of the stories that I've read. There's pictures, but not with words written underneath it. That's called a caption. There's these little sub things here, these little headings with dark bold. It's kind of like a chapter title, but they call it subheadings. There's words that are in bold that they must want me to learn. Those are vocabulary words. What is this? A little box. It's called a text box. I don't know why I'm whispering. I just thought I'd make it interesting. So yes, when you are reading nonfiction, you've got to pay attention to text features. And those are things that come up in nonfiction work that does not come up in fiction. So in addition to all the other lovely things that your lovely teachers are teaching you today, we're going to check those off the list and add on something new, our lovely little pay attention to text features. So you're going to read today's passage, Crazy Critters, review, and you can click here for it because it's already there for you. That's how I just got it. Review the skills we've learned, all these numbers 1 through 6, and then we are going to add on this new skill, text features. You need to pay attention to that because the question that you're being asked is, what text feature in the passage helped you find the information that you used in this particular first question that was part of the question that was asked of you? I believe you can fly. I believe you can touch the sky. You're going to read this article. You're going to answer this question and this one using all the lovely things that I taught you. And you're going to now pay attention to text features. You're going to do this because I told you to, because it will make you better at what you're already really good at. You'll have some answers on tomorrow's slide. I hope you have a glorious day. I really mean that.